We've all been there. You just captured a once-in-a-lifetime moment, your dog doing a perfect mid-air catch, your kid taking their first wobbly steps, an absolutely stunning sunset, but you were shooting video and forgot to snap a single photo. So what do? You do what we all do. You pause the video, pinch to zoom, and take a screenshot. And what's the result? A blurry, pixelated mess that looks awful on any screen bigger than your phone. It's a modern tragedy, really. For years, we've been told that's the price we pay. You get the motion of video or the quality of a still photo, but never both. Well, that's just not true anymore. What if I told you that hidden inside that 4K video file are thousands of individual high-resolution pictures just waiting to be rescued? Technically, every single frame of a 4K video is like an 8-megapixel photo. The quality can vary based on compression and motion, but the potential is there. Today, I'm going to show you 3 ways to pull photos from your videos. We'll start with the old-school screenshot method we've all tried. Then I'll show you the game-changing tool Apple finally built into iOS 27. And for those of you who refuse to settle for anything less than perfect, I'll reveal the pro-level app method that gives you a photo so sharp you could print it, frame it, and hang it on your wall. By the end of this, you'll never have to accept a blurry screenshot again. All right, let's get the obvious one out of the way. Method 1, the old, trusty, but deeply flawed screenshot. It's definitely the quickest way to get something out of your video and into your camera roll, but I want to show you exactly why it's not the best tool for the job. You just open your Photos app, find your video, and start the fun little game of trying to pause it at the exact millisecond the action happens. You scrub back and forth, trying to nail that perfect frame. Once you think you've got it, you tap the screen to hide the controls and press the screenshot combo. That's the side button and volume up on newer iPhones. The picture lands in your camera roll, and at first glance it looks fine, but the problems are hiding in plain sight. First off, resolution. Your beautiful iPhone screen doesn't have the same pixel count as your 4K video. An iPhone 15 Pro, for example, has a display resolution around 2556 by 1179. The 4K video it records, however, is a whopping 3840 by 2160. When you take a screenshot, you aren't capturing the video's data, you're just taking a picture of your screen. You're literally throwing away millions of pixels. When I zoom in on this screenshot, you can see it instantly. The edges get soft, weird pixelation shows up, and the whole thing just lacks sharpness. It's okay for an Instagram story, but forget about making a nice print or showing it on a 4K TV. The second problem is metadata. Your original video knows when and where it was shot, the date, time, and GPS location. This is called exif data, and it's how your Photos app organizes everything. A screenshot loses all of that. It's dated the moment you took the screenshot, not when the memory actually happened. So that photo of last year's vacation will show up in your camera roll right next to the picture of your lunch you just took 5 minutes ago. Not ideal for anyone who likes a tidy photo library. So the screenshot method, it's fast and everyone knows how to do it, but it costs you resolution and metadata, making it the tool of last resort. For years, we've been begging Apple for a better way, and with iOS 27, they finally delivered. This is method 2, and it's a huge leap forward. They've given us a proper Save Frame button right inside the Photos app. You don't need to download anything. Just open your video in the Photos app. As you're playing or scrubbing through, find the moment you want to capture and pause it. Now, instead of taking a clumsy screenshot, you just tap the 3-dot menu at the top. You'll see a new option, Save Video Frame as Photo. Give that a tap and boom! iOS grabs the full quality frame from the video file and saves it as a new image in your photo library. Let's talk about why this is so much better. First, no more screenshots means no more screen resolution limits. This new tool extracts the frame at a much higher quality, giving you a far more detailed image than a simple screen capture ever could. It also neatly avoids capturing any on-screen clutter like the play button or the status bar. It's a clean, direct extraction. The main advantage here is the sheer convenience and quality boost over the old way. You get a sharp, high-quality photo without ever leaving the Photos app. For most people, this new feature in iOS 27 is going to be the perfect solution for turning video highlights into shareable, high-quality pictures for social media or just for your own collection. It's way better, but is it the absolute best? And that brings us to the ultimate solution, Method 3. This is for the perfectionists, the people who want to pull a photo from a 4K video that is practically indistinguishable from a picture taken with a dedicated camera. For this, we need to turn to a specialized third-party app. There are quite a few on the App Store with names like Frame Grabber or Video to Photo, and they are built for one job. Here's the key difference. These apps dig directly into the video file and let you pull out the original uncompressed frame data. This is how you get a true pixel-for-pixel copy of that moment. The process is usually super simple. You open the app, give it access to your photos, and select your video. The app loads it into an editor designed for precision. You'll have a main slider to get close to your moment, but you'll also get frame-by-frame buttons to find the exact shot you're looking for. Once you've found it, you don't screenshot, you hit an export or save button. These apps often give you extra control, letting you choose the file format like JPEG or HEIF, and even the compression quality. You tap save, and a brand new, full-resolution photo appears in your camera roll. This is the kind of tool that serious content creators and photographers use. While some of these apps might cost a few dollars, the quality you get is on a completely different level. It's the difference between a throwaway digital image and a permanent printable piece of art. So there you have it, 3 distinct methods for pulling a photo from your video. For a quick and dirty image where quality doesn't matter, the classic screenshot method works. It's the good enough option. If you want a fantastic balance of convenience and quality, the new iOS 27 Save Video Frame feature is a game changer and will likely be your new go-to. It's your better option, built right in. But if you demand the absolute best quality for printing, professional work, or just perfectly archiving your memories with all their data intact, a dedicated Frame Grabber app is the most powerful tool for the job. It's the best method, hands down. Now you know how to choose the right tool every single time, so you'll never have to look at a blurry, pixelated memory again. If this video helped you out, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the bell. I post tips like this every week to help you get more out of your tech. And drop a comment below letting me know which method you think you'll be using. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.